I'm still pretty pissed off about what happened with SmackDown, man. It still hits me hard.
It's fine. It'll be alright.
I know. It's just like the fact that I'm a SmackDown kid. I was raised on SmackDown, and by raised I mean I had the game since I was like 5.
Yeah, don't worry. SmackDown's always been my show too, but I mean, it's not like they're gonna phase out or anything.
I know. It's not like TNA.
True.
I'm gonna miss TNA though. I just realized something though. TNA this year it lands on Thanksgiving. Do you
Does
think?
it really?
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna be the return of the legendary Thanksgiving tournament Turkey Bowl thing? Because I hope so.
I mean, hopefully.
Yeah, because like remember the infamous winners of AJ Styles and Eric Young and I think James Storm had to wear the turkey costume.
Yes, I do remember that actually.
And if you're watching my stream, which is all 0 of you,
Hold on, I have it. Wait a second. There's a Dikembe Mutombo game?
what?
There's a Dikembe Mutombo game, apparently.
Huh?
Alright, so let's see here.
Everybody knows that my character is the definition of a swig.
Should I say that we're under gaming talk shows, even though this isn't a gaming talk show?
Maybe so, just in case we don't get banned for not having gaming content, even though we are streaming games individually.
You know what? I'm doing it. Gaming talk shows.
Alright. So we're in the legs of the co-optional podcast.
Yep. We're gonna get no views.
Where's Total Biscuit to yell at me for playing this? I literally have no quest and I have no idea where I'm at. Because I took a break from this game and realized that, oh shit, this game has a main quest line. And now I barely remember where I'm at.
That's probably a good sign.
It's under historical.
Amazing world running at 30 frames a second. Oh god. Hold on, let me post the link.
Do I have any gold? Not equipment, inventory. Looks like I have over 50,000 bucks in this game, which is literally nothing. So I might just do a quick run.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the what are we called again? The God Emperor cast.
I don't know.
Welcome to the Almighty God Emperor cast. Cue the Rich Swan. And the link again.
Jesus Christ!
I didn't do it.
Alright, so welcome guys. This is the recap for Survivor Series and NXT TakeOver Toronto. If you don't know right now, I am completely pissed off right now.
Yes, he is not happy in the slightest.
I mean, would you be happy if your favorite football team lost everything but one stupid match?
Well, they kind of do. I mean, that's kind of how the Eagles work.
Jesus Christ. And maybe the Bears fans.
And probably this year, like right on the point, probably the Cleveland Browns, because I don't see them winning more than one match.
True, even though I barely know anything about football.
0-11. The Browns are 0-11.
Oh my god.
I don't think they're going to be going too far. Alright, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Recap Mania, whatever.
Recap Mania? We're calling it that now. This is a recap.
Recap Mania.
So for those of you who do not know what we're talking about, this is a recap show for the previous two pay-per-views of Survivor Series and NXT TakeOver Toronto, and maybe we'll also be doing podcasts about other subjects throughout the week.
Yeah, if there's anything noteworthy that comes up, we'll probably get on and talk about that.
Yeah, and we were about to do it about the presidential election, but I completely forgot that we were going to do this.
Yeah, right. Like we just kind of got back onto it. But so much happened this week. I mean, Sexy Star winning the Lucha Underground World Champion, the first woman men's world champion on TV. Like, I think the only one that did it was maybe Chikara.
Yeah, Chikara had, I think, Kimber Lee being their grand champion or something. But
Something like that.
yeah, but the thing is that Chikara has done stuff like this before, so people won't see that as noteworthy.
And also, they're not televised. This is the first in television history, which is a whole new audience.
Yeah, because Lucha Underground, if for those of you who do not know, is a relatively indie promotion, even though it's backed by AAA.
It's the best.
If you like action movies and you like Hispanic lucha libre styles with a promoter that likes to snort a little bit of a line, then Lucha Underground's for you.
Like a lot of the wrestling companies, I mean, in fact, all of the wrestling companies are, with a wrestling mind, like thinking, okay, so apparently someone just got third, second, whatever, first place in a sea urchin attack, but Lucha Underground is different because it doesn't have wrestling minds. It's more so just I think it's Robert Rodriguez that makes the stories, and he's a movie director for those of you living under a rock. And you can tell it's so different because it's not paced like a wrestling show; it's paced like a movie or a TV show.
Yeah, because really some of the fight scenes or some of the backstage scenes that you see, like in Monday Night Raw or something, compared to Lucha Underground, it's a legitimate movie production.
Yeah, like it's really good. I mean, Robert Rodriguez certainly knows how to make the best out of a small budget.
Yeah, yes. And not only that, he has professional wrestlers whose backgrounds could include judo or taekwondo or any form of martial art that they can use that for the backstage segments and for their actual programming.
Yeah, I mean, when your top two guys are Prince Puma, who's Ricochet, and Johnny Mundo.
Whoa! Are you saying Ricochet is Prince Puma?
I know it may be hard to believe.
Jesus Christ, my world is falling apart. First SmackDown loses, and now Ricochet is Prince Puma? What's going on in my life?
I like how Dudley just sent out the thing. Did Raw or SmackDown Live reign supreme in Survivor Series?
Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't want to talk about it.
So
because we're talking about NXT. That's what we're talking about.
There we go. Everyone's favorite indie promotion that's based out of WWE's ass.
Everyone's favorite non-indie.
Alright, so we're going to go off with the first match of the evening. Bobby Roode, the glorious
one,
versus the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger.
This match meant the most in one stupid way. For the entire weekend, whenever the referee would count 1, 2, 3, no. The crowd just went 10. The entire week. Even during tonight's show, they were just going 10 for everything. Sheamus was hitting the guy 10. Cesaro was doing the giant swing 10. It was unheard of. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Which makes sense because Ty Dillinger, personally for me, should have won.
Ty Dillinger is the best. Like you can tell the fans love him. It was interesting seeing how they gave Bobby Roode the win in this. I feel like he didn't necessarily need it.
Yeah, he did not.
But it makes me think what they're going to do with Ty Dillinger. Like, is it going to be a redemption story, like him training to topple Bobby Roode? If Bobby Roode, wins some sort of a title or makes his own title, that may be something. Like, he brings back the $1 million title or something.
Maybe, but personally for me, I like the match a lot. I like the match in the sense that the entrances for a takeover, usually for the first match, set the bar for the night. And for Bobby Roode's entrance,
you had a literal choir of gospel singers going, glorious, glorious,
glorious domination,
glorious domination.
But for the entire night. That set the tone for the entire night, which NXT does every single time they perform compared to a WWE main show. But for this, I found this on an online post. I've seen God, and He is glorious.
I am no longer an atheist. I think it was really, really smart of them to open up the show with the two hometown heroes going against each other.
Yes.
And let alone the two most over people potentially in the company outside of Nakamura.
Yeah. So, like, when people kind of mention, like, the hometown hero stuff, I kind of forget that Bobby Roode is actually from Canada. Because of seeing him in TNA, he kind of, like, denounces that he's from Canada, saying he's from, I think, Orlando at one point, or, like, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, but, I mean, you gotta think, because even then, he first came out as Team Canada with, like, Eric Young and all that.
Yes. I forgot about that aspect of the entire thing, because Team Canada versus Team 3D for their huge match inside the Six Sides of Steel, where the winner's national anthem gets to be played.
What would the national anthem be for Dudleyville?
It was the American national anthem.
It was just the American national anthem. No, it should have been their rap song they did for WWE Originals.
Oh my god!
1, 2, we coming down now.
But yeah, I liked how the pace of the match was. The finish, personally for me, wasn't what I expected for the match, including Dillinger. But it kind of makes them go up in the bar in the sense that seeing how the theme for the night was the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, it kind of made sense for them to start off, and I hope that they don't compete again against each other too soon, personally.
Right. I thought it was interesting how at the very end, like after Roode had already left, they kind of had the one shot on Ty Dillinger just sitting there like, while the crowd's just going 10, 10, 10, and he just kind of walks away slowly. Like, I felt like that was a really telling shot. Like, he's kind of thinking about what he has to do, like whether it means staying in NXT or like leaving or whatever it is.
Yeah. Kind of. That was actually kind of one of those spots that it kind of makes the fans invested into the character of Ty Dillinger. So,
definitely.
Like, remember when he started? I think was he a heel when he started?
He was a heel jobber in a sense.
Okay, so as usual with these kinds of situations, you kind of see that him being the star, and them using that moment as like one of those like build-up moments to maybe a future Intercontinental title shot or a U.S. title shot.
Yeah, he definitely won over the fans, and it's times like this when I think that NXT should have like a middle title.
Yes. There was like rumors that they're going to to have a middle title for just those in-between jobbers, so you know who's going to be what by the time that they end up on the main roster.
Yeah, even if it's like Gift for the Gods or something, where like they get a future title shot when they want.
Yeah.
The NXT guys don't get to compete in any sort of Money in the Bank or Royal Rumble or anything unless they get called up.
Yeah.
So if they had something that just guaranteed a title match, that would be something. I feel like that would be perfect for Ty Dillinger or Bobby Roode.
Yeah, for now, how the product is going right now, yeah. All right, so the next match. Wait, that match was 16 minutes long?
Yes, it was 16 and a half.
Jesus. Personally, the match didn't really, like, feel that long. Just like glide.
It was really interesting.
All right, so the next match
Speaking of not interesting, outside of two big spots, we've got the Authors of Pain versus TM61 in a Paul Ellering on a forklift match
for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Trophy.
Yeah, it's a trophy. That's right.
They should really make that into like a title or something. Like that should be like a secondary title. But other than that, the match went how I expected it to be.
Yeah, it was TM61. The crowd, as I've said many times, the crowd just doesn't care about TM61 unless they're doing something cool. Which, don't worry, they got off their feet when they did the whole moonsault off the side of the cage, looking like something you would see in an X Division match, like for the was it the Ultimate X?
X Division title.
Yeah, when they
Oh
when
yeah.
they have the like the crossing
Oh,
wires.
the Ultimate X match. Yeah.
Ultimate X. It looked like a spot you would see like Low Key or something doing an Ultimate X match. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Like for this entire match, I kind of was somewhat invested into the fact that I kind of knew who TM61 was. For if you ever watched New Japan Pro Wrestling, if you were like me who watched Wrestle Kingdom, and that was your first experience of New Japan, you saw them at Wrestle Kingdom, holding the I think it was the GHC tag titles. But I kind of knew who they were. I knew who they were, and I was really rooting for them to win. But as expected, you know, for the fans, as you said, not being invested in them as their characters are, it kind of made sense for the Authors of Pain to do it because, you know, as Corey Graves said during the match, Dusty might have actually promoted these guys or like endorsed these guys, the Authors of Pain.
Yeah, and it definitely helped that it was, you know, Paul Ellering being basically the main prize outside the trophy. Like he was just in there like whoever wins is going to get Paul Ellering. But it's like, come on now, the guys are two squeaky baby faces. They're not going to get him and beat him up or anything. Like,
yeah.
Come on now.
But the what I was really hoping for was Paul Ellering tweeting stuff in the cage and have the phone fall during the match and have one of the guys just grab it and starts tweeting through his Twitter account or something. That would have actually
Nick Miller just steals his phone.
Yes.
Instead of the chain dropping down, that's how it goes.
Yeah, the chain. Like, did you actually see that chain go to the audience though? Like, in all seriousness.
Yes, I didn't see it hit a guy, but I saw a guy in the front row turn around and look back and turn around and look back, like seeing if the guy was okay. Because I feel like it actually hit a guy.
Yeah, so that's why WWE, like when they book stuff like this, they really don't. Because remember when Brock Lesnar threw that door and it hit some kid?
That's right. He like threw a door off the hinges and like the inside plastic part hit some kid in the face. And he's like,
no, it was the full door.
No, I remember the metal part landed like on the floor,
but
like the inside part hit the guy.
I think it's the video that I saw because I still saw like some of the red, so that might have been actually like the door itself falling. But yeah, that spot was kind of a little bit risky because, you know, liability issues. But then again, they would just get like 5 John Cena shirts.
You got a point.
And front row tickets to Survivor Series. So.
I mean, it's an NXT show. They're going to get 5 Ty Dillinger shirts. Let's be fair.
Or, you know, like a Nakamura shirt, which is like 5 Ty Dillinger shirts.
They'll get the Joey Ryan King of Dong style shirt.
That is the only decent shirt.
It's always at every wrestling event, and it's always on camera.
Well, it's because Joey Ryan does have influence on people.
Joey Ryan's the best.
Alright, so the NXT tag...
Speaking of not Joey Ryan, we've got Johnny Wrestling and Tommaso.
Versus the revival of Dash and Dawson. I like how they pronounce it Dawson.
Dash and
Dawson. For the NXT tag team titles. As they were calling it, NXT signature match, the 2 out of 3 falls match?
Yeah, because I mean, they had a bunch of Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor was 2 out of 3 falls. Like whenever it's for a title, usually it's 2 out of 3 falls. So, like, that's what William Regal loves.
One fall. Which for this match is kind of redundant, but okay. I love this match. This is the contender for the NXT match of the night for match of the year, competing against Nakamura versus Sami Zayn.
Who's trying to what?
What? I'm sorry. I can't see that because I'm getting ambushed right now by pirates.
Chaos Fury R&D said it's a video by my friend.
What? Is he trying to post his mixtape on here? Get out of here. All right. So, but yes, this was a really good match between hashtag Do It Yourself, which I think it's a weird name, but oh well.
It kind of. Yeah, but I think in their main package before the match, it kind of made sense why they call themselves Do It Yourself.
Yeah, it sounded really good.
Yeah.
But I just picked them as being the guys that watch Girl Meets World on the floor.
I mean, that's gonna be us and the third guy once we have our wrestling careers.
Yeah. But this match was spectacular.
Yeah.
Back and fourth nature on it. The other guys using each other's moves and winning with the like pop-up code breaker, whatever they call it.
I actually kind of forgot what that move is called, but yeah, personally for me, I like the wrestling aspect of it because for myself, I do like a high flying match every now and then, but I do like a nice ground and pound wrestling match.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I think it's kind of because once I started realizing what wrestling was, I started watching a lot of strong style, like Japanese, All Japan, New Japan stuff with Stan Hansen and Bruiser Brody. So I kind of like how this match wasn't like that, but was hold for hold Texas catch can style.
Yeah, it was definitely like Chris Benoit style, just like really getting down there.
Yeah, like an Angle versus Benoit or a Benoit versus Guerrero.
It reminded me of early SmackDown now that I think about it.
Yeah, so you kind of see the renaissance of the old feeling of SmackDown with NXT now, because you're getting a lot of these indie darlings, and I use this term very, very very lovingly because a lot of these indie stars don't want to do all these high risk stuff because of the longevity of their careers that they have to be. They have to have long careers on the indie circuit because if not, they're gonna get injured. So So that's why I like this style in NXT. Or even like if you bring that up to the main roster, imagine American Alpha versus the Revival for the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
Yeah, I mean, it's really 50-50 for the indie scene. Like, you have half the guys going out being, Revival style. And then you always got that half that are like, the Seth Rollins out there that are going to be doing the big spots anyways. So it all depends on how it's going. But I feel like they're starting to get smarter about it.
Yeah.
After seeing what happened to Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, because of for those of you who do not know, Daniel Bryan was forced to retire late last year, early this year. Was it?
It was last year.
Yeah, he was forced to retire because of a concussions, neck issues, and this is something that's actually very serious in the wrestling industry. That there are wrestlers who are willing to risk themselves so badly for that one spot that maybe 1 in a million chance of actually appearing at a WrestleMania or something. Daniel Bryan did complete everything, but at the risk of his career and maybe his mental health.
Yeah, definitely.
So you kind of do see that. I love to see like the new guys realize that this could be us. So let's not risk it, but let's still try and make a 5-star match. Which this match for me is a 5-star match.
I definitely call it 4.5, 5. It was definitely way up there.
Yeah.
Speaking of matches, that was not quite up there, but still pretty good. We've got Asuka defending her title against Mickie James for the NXT Women's Championship.
This match right here, I was working on a school project right as I was watching NXT, and I stopped and watched this match. So
I'll say it again. I said it, I believe, the other night, and I'll say it again. No point did I think that Mickie James is going to win this. I knew she was going to get her spots and, do her thing for the crowd and all that. But at no point did I think that Mickie James is going to win this match.
Yeah, you could tell if you ever looked at like the WWE Facebook page and like the videos that they post on there. You kind of see that she's still kind of like realizing that she's returning to the WWE and debuting onto a new audience of NXT.
Definitely. It's certainly not the same as it was.
Yeah. So I like the match. I like the spots that they did with Mickie James, and I love how Asuka did the whole heel aspect of her character because I don't think she's a heel or a face, personally.
She was definitely very overconfident coming to it. Like, I think that's what her character is right now. Like, she's beaten everyone. She's beaten Bayley, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks. The list goes on.
Liv Morgan.
To the point where she's just like, Liv Morgan, she just dominated her. But to the point where no one else has even come close to beating her. So she's just like, you know what? I can do whatever I want. I can come out walking like I'm drunk. I can do it.
So...
And I was right, actually. I predicted they were going to use Mickie James's 2008-2009 music, and they did.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is, where would they take Asuka from here? Are they going to send her to one of the main shows with the NXT Women's Championship and have her win the title there? Because that could be a little bit interesting.
maybe they'll maybe this will finally be the year when they put an NXT match at the WrestleMania card.
And it could be the women's match.
Yes.
Just imagine Asuka holding up like that satin sheet that she did in, I think, Takeover the End, or like Brooklyn 2. She had that sheet.
Yeah, it was Brooklyn 2, I believe.
Yeah, she's holding that for WrestleMania, walking down the aisle holding that sheet.
It's gonna be a long sheet.
And it just blows in the wind and gets caught in one of the wires.
Where's WrestleMania gonna be this year?
Orlando, Florida.
Orlando. Well, last year it could have worked because Dallas had a roof on it. But
Yeah.
they're in Orlando. That doesn't have any roof, so I guess they're in trouble.
It's gonna fly away. It's gonna hit a plane. Calling
It's
it
gonna
now. Calling it now.
It's gonna get tangled in a helicopter.
But the helicopter's just like a weird. It lands safely, but the aspect of the fact that you could have seen a plane crash at a WrestleMania is
It
kind
just
of
looks like
could-
looks like a big piece of toilet paper hidden out the ditcher's bowl.
yes. But you know what? I really hope that for Asuka, she's so overconfident she starts fighting for the NXT Championship.
Yeah. And speaking of Japanese people, we've got our main event: Shinsuke Nakamura defending his NXT Championship against Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe, the first two-time NXT champion now.
Yeah, when I went back to do my work. I had the match on in the background, but then when I heard the music that they had for Samoa Joe when he debuted, I sat in my chair and screamed "what" at the top of my lungs. Because I still want that. I want his music. I want that original music to be released.
Like on a CD or something.
Like maybe like the WB Music Group YouTube page might actually like post it because they accidentally used it.
It's probably on Spotify.
No, I tried.
No.
It wasn't
Alright,
released
well-
anywhere.
Well, I love Shinsuke's entrance in this one. Just this gaggle of
Violence,
going off on him.
which kind of makes you think Zeno should have been there.
Zeno should have been there. That joke is going to be lost on anyone that watches this later.
So if you to get this joke, there's a kid named Zeno at our high school that we used to go to, and he is a violinist. He is an incredible violinist, if I may add that, and he should have been there.
And he doesn't believe that Peru isn't a third world country.
I completely forgot about that.
But yeah, this match was really good. Like, if the tag team match wasn't there, this probably would have been match of the night, just from the sheer like heart that they poured into this. Like, I felt like at points this was real, because I mean, Joe is in there bleeding. You got him just throwing Shinsuke on the steps. Got him low kicking him and all that. It was just a mess, but a beautiful mess.
It's like a poetic destruction, in a
Yes.
sense. But yeah, I was really hoping that Joe doesn't win and hopefully ends up on one of the Survivor Series cards. But I'm still happy with this because this kind of makes you think: will Shinsuke Nakamura get called up? Where?
Yeah, that was the thing. Whoever was going to lose this match, everyone assumed that they would get called up, be it Joe or whatever. Everyone was saying that Joe was going to lose and then be at the Raw after Survivor Series.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not the case.
So hopefully you see Nakamura on one of the main WWE programming, and hopefully for me, I hope it's SmackDown.
Yes, because I actually get to watch the match since I still work Monday nights until I think I got like 5 more weeks.
Oh yeah, by the way, go on TuneIn Radio for WSUX 90 what
96.3.
96.3 WSUX to listen to this glorious bastard right there doing his radio thing.
Saturday nights from 8 to 11, and Monday nights from 8:30 to 10:30.
I'm giving you so much promo. You should pay me.
Yeah, I'm getting such a huge pop from this. Like,
Now
we're
you-
just gonna get 4,000 listeners tomorrow.
But yeah, the match itself, I liked it, but at the same time, I thought to myself, Jesus, I lost money on this. No. It's I'm playing the Uncharted Waters on.
What do you have stock in Samoa Joe? Like, what's going on?
If you look on my stream right now, I just did a merchant trip from the capital of France to the capital of Spain, and I lost $1,848 just on this one trade trip.
Make a trip to Puerto Rico. I heard that they have quite a few stock options.
Hey, I bought a stock in them. That's why I can't hate them. Alright, so I think I know where I have to go from here. But, okay, since we are officially done with the NXT card, let's have
how would you rate the NXT card on, like, a grading scale, like A to F?
A to F. A high B.
A high B?
Because of the Dusty Tag Team Classic match kind of dropped it down a little bit, personally for me.
I would give it an A- because even though that match was probably the weakest of the night, it still wasn't a bad match at all. Like, the Authors of Pain definitely showed that, can take the bumps and actually dish out a couple more. And TM61 are always fun to watch, even if the crowd doesn't care. So I feel like even though that was the weakest match, it still wasn't weak. So I'd give it a low A.
Yeah, so, that's our grading for the NXT TakeOver Toronto, which I'm still hoping that they one day will stop using TakeOver and just call them Toronto or Brooklyn.
It's like the In Your House pay-per-views that they used to have in the 90s. And now we go to WrestleMania 20. I'm sorry, Survivor Series 2016.
Yay! I was really hoping to see the two best friends holding the titles again, but then I realized they're both dead and one's an alcoholic.
Matt and Wooly?
What?
Matt and Wooly, the two best friends?
What? No, what? Dude, if we fight them because of this, I'm blaming you.
Dude, we gotta fight Matt and Wooly. Matt and Wooly, if you're out there, we're coming for you, brother. We'll do an intro for Super Bowl Saturday 4, and we're just gonna knee you in the face, man. You're going down. Is that a hate crime? Okay.
What? We're two minorities. Me and Wooly are the minorities, so we're good.
And me and Matt are the Americans.
Alright, so what the...
Yes, we have the Survivor Series 2016 card with our two pre-show matches that happened about 5 minutes before the thing started. We got Noam Dar, Rich Swann, and TJ Perkins overtaking the team of Arya Daivari, Drew Gulak, and Tony Nese. And boy, this match was certainly something.
I completely forgot this match was a thing. I actually went into the room, sat down, was looking at, saying like, oh, Survivor Series is on. Let me check on something first. Went to it, and the match ended.
So you didn't watch it at all?
Nope.
Well, this match was good for a few reasons. I don't know if I have my notes or anything. For a few things. Tony Nese, who's definitely, one of the biggest guys in the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
He did a Fosbury flop. Like,
really?
AJ Styles worthy Fosbury flop.
Really?
It was nuts.
Jesus. Now I have to watch the match.
Yeah, yes, it's definitely worth watching. And TJ Perkins came out with his dumb nerd glasses.
And you hate that, don't you?
I hate that.
It eats you up inside at night.
But they did, and I hate that he got the final thing on the first team over my boy Rich Swann. Rich Swann is the best. Can you handle it? I can't handle it.
I can barely handle anything.
That match was really high energy. It was definitely a different scene from the later Cruiserweight match.
Yes.
Because more so grounded.
From
because Brian Kendrick can't really do that many bouncing spots anymore.
I was really hoping for him to come down with his old thing with Paul London with the mask and do a backflip. But as he does it, he tears his spine, like a muscle in his spine. Yes, and he's in the ring. Kalisto jumps in, pins him. 1, 2, 3. Cruiserweight's going to SmackDown. But that's not the case. But from what I'm hearing, what you're telling me, I have to watch this match. But the next match on the card, my God. This match literally threw me off.
Did you care about this? I didn't care about this.
Was I supposed to care about this?
No, that's why they didn't tell us about it till 2 minutes before. It's Kane and Luke Harper.
So I'm thinking they actually are just going to start to do this where Raw and SmackDown are going to have pre-show matches for the Big Four. So It doesn't bother me that much, but then again, it's Kane versus Luke Harper.
Are they just going to throw Kane in when they don't know who else to throw in? Because they did it with Bray Wyatt, and now they're doing it with Luke Harper.
I don't know, but there's a ship on fire.
That's probably a good sign.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave this on my screen just to summarize this entire match. All right. So Kane.
It wasn't that awful.
I know, but it's like it just throws you off that much. Because it threw me off completely.
You're not wrong.
But I didn't even see the finish to this match because I actually had to leave to do something and then come back really quickly. So
Oh, don't worry, Kane won.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good now. So this representation of a burning ship now makes sense.
Yes.
All right then. So now to the first match.
Apparently, Kane beat him so hard that Luke Harper couldn't show up for 3 more hours.
And he was under the ring the entire time.
He was under there the entire time.
So what I'm thinking is, was there any blackout moments during the events for him to like run down and go under the ring?
When the Wyatt family first showed up down the ring.
Okay. All right. So that may make a little sense. But for the first match of the night for the main show, Team Raw. I hate them so much. I fucking hope that they all get cancer.
Monday Night Raw. I'll say it like Steph. There you go.
Ew.
Hey, she's a very pretty lady.
She's a very handsome lady.
She is a very handsome lady, Stephanie McMahon.
Alright, but so, the women's 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match up with Charlotte, Bayley, my girl Nia Jax, the greatest female athlete Alicia Fox, and Sasha Banks being accompanied by one of my girls, Dana Brooke. Versus
against Team SmackDown Live of Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and Naomi, and it was going to be Nikki Bella, but she was apparently jumped from behind, and Natalia was the only person around, so I'm going to assume it was her. But they threw Natalia in instead of her being the coach.
Yeah, she was the coach.
Yeah, she was the coach, but then she's like, "Oh no, she can't wrestle. Guess I'm in the match," and they ended up losing it.
So what I'm thinking is, if this part wasn't in the match, they would have actually won the match.
I think they did it just to get their Canadian pop.
Yeah, but then again, do people really care about Natalia now?
The crowd cheered for her, so I'm assuming
They're
so.
cheering her because she's a Canadian. They're nice to
Well,
everyone.
yeah.
They're nice to everyone, except for Roman Reigns.
Except Roman Reigns. And whoever she farted on back in 2012. Yes, that was a gimmick, ladies and gentlemen. Natalia Farty Pants.
No, I don't want to be a part of your fleet, sir.
Fleetwood Mac?
No, there was a person trying to recruit me to a fleet, and I said no.
Fleetwood Mac?
No, like a fleet in the ships. Like, my ship can be a fleet with them, but then I think I lose control. Jesus Christ. But this match, this is the downfall of my mental sanity for tonight, basically, for me, because I was really hoping for this match to not only be later on in the card, but to also be one of the main victories for SmackDown. But unfortunately, Nia Jax almost got her arm broken, so that's a consolation.
That is very true. I'm see if I can find see if we can find some of your messages, because you just really did not like this match.
I did not. I think one of them was Byron went down, knocked out what was it? Who? Nikki Bella.
He knocked out Nikki Bella. Byron's the one that did it.
Yes. I mean, he's too nice, so you kind of I hope it's him. But I'm a big SmackDown fan, if you're not aware. I grew up watching SmackDown around 2005. I think it was post WrestleMania 21. So I've only watched SmackDown up until maybe 2007.
Let's see what you wrote. You wrote, "There goes my girl Nia Jax." To which I respond, "Becky Balboa, baby." To which you respond, "Shut up, Byron." You then wrote, "All I see is glowing booty."
Well, it's because of everyone's favorite glow stick woman, Naomi.
I love Naomi, man.
I almost forgot her name again.
Dude, you were about to call her Carmella, weren't you?
No, I was gonna call her. I think I was actually gonna call her the other one.
Cameron,
Yes.
the one that doesn't wrestle anymore.
Yes.
You know what? F this match. F Raw and F Survivor Series.
I've done stuff like this during pay-per-views when my favorite wrestlers would lose. So I think WrestleMania, I think fuck Mania because I think somebody didn't win Money in the Bank or something.
Yeah. And apparently SmackDown is his favorite wrestler. So it all comes-
Yeah, SmackDown is my favorite wrestler. Everything that's not SmackDown Blue is shit.
But overall, this match was fine. Outside of, I feel like SmackDown should have won it, but it makes sense. Raw's got the more star power. They've got the 3/4 of the 4 horsewomen. So I didn't like the fact that they didn't let Bayley do anything.
Yeah.
She didn't do anything until the final minute of the match.
So I think that's where that's where they wanted the final pop to be because of Bailey's star power. But then again, I like the match as a whole. I like to just be the angry one, but I actually did enjoy the match. Every single woman in there got their spot, including the greatest Divas champion of all time, Alicia Fox, getting her moment of getting pinned first.
No, she did not get pinned first. She pinned Carmella with the Booker T scissor kick, and then got pinned.
I kind of got those switched up, but all right.
Yep, she took out Carmella, and then I believe Natalya took her out.
No, I think it was Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, you're right. It was Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. But I like the match. I actually do like their performance in this match, even though I completely hate the fact
it was
that
definitely good, but I think Bayley should have gotten her arm broken. Anyways, we go on to the next match. We've got The Miz versus Sami Zayn for the IC title, and whoever gets the title gets the belt on their show.
I called this match how it was gonna end.
Well, I remember you saying that there could have been the possibility that Sami Zayn wins it and then gets drafted.
Yeah,
But,
the other one was there's gonna be interference, and that's how the match ends. Like something happens, either with
Yes.
Maurice or the Spirit Squad.
It was genius the way they did it because Sami Zayn had The Miz in the figure 4, I believe.
Yeah, the figure 4.
And Maurice runs over to the Timekeepers area, pushes Mark Yeaton out of the way, and just starts banging on the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Sami Zayn gets up like, yeah, I won it. And then he's like, no, you didn't win anything, Sammy. And then Miz hits the roll up and gets him 1, 2, 3. Like, come on, Sammy, what are you doing?
But wait, wasn't there a rule in like a wrestling? Like there was a book on professional wrestling, and if the bell rings, that is the end of the match, no matter who rings it, right?
But there wasn't a decision. Nobody was there. Like, if it would have been the end of the match, then it just would have been, called off, and Miz would have kept the title anyways.
Oh, because I was thinking of
that he keeps the belt.
True, because I was personally thinking, maybe the ref saw him move a hand, and they call saying, "Oh, Sami Zayn won the match" or something. I mean, Sami Zayn won or something, or some BS reason for the entire thing to happen. But then again,
in that case, then the referee would have restarted the match probably, but I guess he just called it off anyways.
yeah. But overall, The Miz as a heel, I love The Miz in general as a wrestler, and him as a heel, that's what I prefer him to be.
I love The Miz. I've always liked The Miz, but I adore him and Maurice. They're just the perfect team of just ne'er-do-wells.
Ne'er-do-wells.
Is that the right word?
I don't know. It's like one or the other, but...
Oh my god. Look at the next match and look how many Wikipedia pages it takes.
Jesus. I'm looking on my phone right now, and Jesus Christ, it's an 18-minute match.
Yes, Miz and Sami Zayn was a really good match. Everyone's saying, "Oh man, Sami Zayn and Ziggler would have been better," but I don't know. I feel like their styles are so similar that it may not have matched up right.
Yeah, and personally, you kind of would expect that match to go for Zayn, seeing like that could be the passing of the torch for the belts in a sense.
Yeah, definitely.
But then again, I was really thinking, what if the belt did end up going to Raw? Will they have to trade Rusev to SmackDown because of the belt, or just strip him off the belt or something?
I feel like if Sami Zayn would have won it, it would have been exactly what we were thinking. You know, Sami gets it, and they say, "Hey, Miz, we just traded you for Sami Zayn," and it would have been that sort of deal.
Yeah, but I just realized there was no Rusev in this pay-per-view.
There was no Rusev because
There
I'm
goes.
sure there's a reason.
I was like, there goes Big Ruru and his big shot.
Didn't he like lose a qualifying match or something? That's why he wasn't in it.
Oh yeah, he lost like for the main matches.
I don't know. I haven't watched Raw in weeks. I think the last one I watched was the one after the pay-per-view, their last singles pay-per-view.
So like after Clash of Champions.
Yeah, I think it was Clash of Champions or something.
Yeah, but the next match is the traditional 10-on-10 Survivor Series tag elimination match, where
There's nothing traditional about.
tangent of saying how he pronounces it.
Yeah, old Fandango would not have put up with this.
Yeah. The Usos, consisting of Us number 1 and Us number 2.
And considering of Us and
Oh. And American Alpha with Shelton Benjamin version 2 and Charlie Haas version 3.0.
version 3, who's version 2 of Charlie Haas?
Remember when he tagged with Rico?
Oh my god, Rico. Jeez, man. But yes, Raw won this match, and this match was pretty good.
I loved the match, but it pissed me off near the end to the point that I threw, I think, a water bottle onto my wall, and I think I dented the wall.
The beginning of this match was really good when it started out with, like, I believe Fandango handing out violation tickets for fashion violations, and he throws like 12 at Xavier Woods, and then he gets like a super big ending, and then he like gets eliminated immediately, and then Kofi turns around and gets a super kick from one of the Usos and just gets out immediately. Like they eliminated the New Day so quickly that it makes you think, like, man, these guys really don't win, and my cat is going nuts.
Jesus Christ. But going with that, you heard the crowd's reaction once the New Day were eliminated. So you were,
they were not happy.
Yeah, nobody was happy on that. I was personally not happy because you kind of think they're gonna get eliminated, maybe the final elimination, or even be the sole survivors or something.
Yeah, because those guys are so entertaining. Like, I love Big E, I love Kofi.
We're all
Big
Big E.
one of my favorite wrestlers around.
We're all Big E, aren't we?
We're all Biggie on the inside because
No, Raw
Raw
sucks. Team Raw sucks. Team.
Burp, burp, burp.
Hey, you used to play the trombone, so we can actually do this.
Yes, I did. I'll have to dust it off.
And for those of you not watching my stream, I changed the game to Mountain Blade Warband. We're playing the Jigoku mod for the Sengoku Jidai. That has nothing to do with the pay-per-view, but okay.
My Steam friends have to be so confused that I'm just standing in the middle of Amazing World.
Because the Amazing World is so amazing.
Yeah, this match was pretty forgettable, but I remember it being fun. Mostly everyone got like some of their spots in.
Breezango got their main spot though.
Enzo Amore and Big Cass had like even Enzo got some offense in. American Alpha didn't really do as much as they wanted them to, but I was shocked that it came down to the Usos standing up for themselves.
Yeah, since they're the only heel team on SmackDown, you kind of thought that maybe.
Oh, Breezango.
Yeah, but like the only real heel team that is actually contending for the titles.
Right.
I kind of thought that maybe they could have stood back the entire time and maybe stole the victory, with at least I think maybe Beauty and the Man Beast being the final two.
Yeah. But no, it came down to the Usos and
Cesaro and
no, Sheamus. That's right.
Sheamus and Cesaro. That was the final two.
I legit thought it was going to be over as soon as he locked in the Tequila Sunrise.
Yeah.
But no, it was a really good ending. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, this was the match that kind of thing broke my door. Because I was so angry, I opened it and I think a piece of the wood holding the door frame snapped.
That's probably a good sign.
Well, it's SmackDown's my home, man. I bleed blue, as James Ellsworth said earlier in the night.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get to James Ellsworth.
But yeah, I love the match. I love how everyone got their spots in, as you said. But even then, I kind of forgot that the guys who sold me that timeshare were in that match.
Yes, they were. They sold you 2 timeshares, I believe, in
Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico.
But hey, I have a family, and I'm using quotations because maybe they're not family by blood, they're family by marriage. So I'm gonna give it to them.
Good. It's just a theory, a Puerto Rican theory. Thanks for watching. All right, so our next match was Brian Kendrick beating Kalisto by disqualification to retain the Cruiserweight Championship and keeping the Cruiserweight title on Raw.
My personal beef with this match is Baron Corbin returning just to do that.
Yes, this is all Baron Corbin did.
Yeah, he just came back, ruined the match, and I was really hoping it. If he was going to do that, maybe have him come in after he won. So,
Right.
so at least we have the Cruiserweights, and they can build up on a storyline with them versus Baron Corbin.
It kind of makes sense that why he did it because of his character. Because Baron Corbin, he liked to, push around Kalisto, kind of bully him. So why would he want there more Kalistos to show up?
Or as he put it, I don't want any little weaklings or little men, or however he said it.
Probably little midgets or something.
Yeah. He said, why would I want one little midget? Or saying, why would I want more little midgets if there's just one here or something?
Why would I want more little Mexicans running around, something like that?
But Jack Gallagher.
I forgot Jack Gallagher was a cruiserweight.
No, apparently he's returning for 205 Live, which you can watch on the WWE Network for $9.95 a month.
It all evens out, though, because now Raw has cruiserweights, and then you have 205 Live right after SmackDown.
Yeah, but the issue is that you need to realize that those wrestlers are those cruiserweights are going to be pissed driving everywhere.
Well, 205 Live, it can be pre-taped. It doesn't have to be live.
Apparently it's being pre-taped before SmackDown. Along with one of their, I think it was like Superstars.
Oh, yeah.
So the fans will be there, I think, for like 5 to 6 hours.
I still think that they should do what they said on Going on Raw, just make it so that they just treat the cruiserweights like garbage. Like, put them in the boiler room or something and just have them talking there.
Can we have Mick Foley in there just like trying to like make conversation with them? But he has Mr. Sacco because he's going slightly insane because he's back in the boiler room.
Oh my god. Yeah, overall, it was a really good match. I was wondering, where has this Callisto been all this time? Because this is the best I've seen Callisto work.
Okay, then try to see him do that. What was that move that he did with Kendrick? I completely forgot the name of it, but
the flip bottom, the Spanish fly.
Yeah, the Spanish fly. Just imagine him doing that with Corbin. I think that'd
be amazing. That would be amazing if he did a Spanish fly to Baron Corbin.
Corbin snaps his neck right there.
So that'd be worth it. I don't care. Yeah, he definitely needs smaller people to work with. Like,
so I'm hoping that maybe what they do is SmackDown gets a Cruiserweight division because of 205 Live. Like, they have an issue, and maybe like those who compete on Raw can compete on SmackDown, and SmackDown can have their own exclusive wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like Jack Gallagher and Tozawa. Jesus, just died.
Oh, Kira Tozawa would be amazing.
Him on SmackDown.
But yeah, overall, it was a really good match. The ending with Baron Corbin makes sense story-wise, but I just think they should have done it after.
Yeah. Like
after.
What?
Team SmackDown versus Team Raw again in the men's match. We have Team Raw consisting of KO Mania, Mr. Kevin Owens, his best bud in the entire world, Chris Jericho, Y2J. We got, he's not a bad guy, he's not a good guy, he's just the guy, Mr. Roman Reigns.
I thought he was a guy.
We got Braun Strowman, who put in so much work in this match that it all makes it worthwhile. And we have T.H. Raken Lins, because half his shirt was Raw and half his shirt was Seth freaking Rollins, so it came out to T.H. Raken Lins.
Versus the team of the WWE World Champion AJ Styles. Remember, he's the he's the face that runs the place. Every single iteration of his words and bullshit.
He's the hair that runs the fair.
Or he's the tortoise that beat the hare. I'll leave now. Like, I'll leave now.
That was sad.
It's like, I'll leave now. But yeah, AJ Styles versus the Lunatic Whoa. AJ Styles
wow.
with the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose, with the new Wyatt family consisting of Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, which kind of makes you think, why? What happened? Like, all I remember is him saying he has demons.
He's got demons. He's got kids.
He got kids. He needs this job. Shane McMahon, who R.I.P. Shane McMahon. He's looking down on us right now from his hospital bed.
Yes.
With James Ellsworth, the only true mascot in WWE history. And I just realized there was no gobbledygooker on this pay-per-view.
There was no gobbledygooker. There was no Hector Guerrero. I'll have to hit him up on Facebook and tell him about it.
Oh my god. But yeah, this match went 52 minutes and 55 seconds.
And boy, did it feel like it, because it was packed with action from start to finish. No one didn't get eliminated from like 20 minutes, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that was when the whole oh god, here comes the Shield again. Screaming, wandering, why?
No, it was after that, because it started off with AJ Styles costing Dean Ambrose.
Oh yeah. I'm remembering bits and pieces of the match. All right.
It's fine. We all are. This match was so good. It was just so good.
Yeah. Yes, it was. But the issue for me throughout this entire match was that you knew they were gonna play the whole Shield card. the entire match because because of how Seth Rollins kept stating that me and Roman Reigns, when we're in the match, we do damage or whatever he said.
Something like that.
Yeah, I really remember anything.
Yeah, definitely they hint at the Shield, but come on now. People are like, oh man, the Shield's back. The Shield's going to tear everyone up. But then they realize that Dean Ambrose isn't on the same show as Seth and Roman, so that can't happen unless he gets traded, which he's not going to get traded because he's one of the top
guys
stars on the show.
Yeah. But
they just want more than they're going to get.
Yeah. I mean, that entire moment of the match, it hurt a little knowing that this might be because throughout the match I was thinking this is going to be the match where SmackDown loses and Raw is going to rub it in everyone's faces, saying that they are the best, they are this, they are that. But to my surprise, I'm glad that it was to my surprise that they actually won.
Yeah, right.
And throughout this entire match, remember who threw who at the table?
Yes. First, you got Randy Orton, RKO, and Braun Strowman onto the table. Then you got Shane McMahon elbowing Braun Strowman through the table. And then you got Roman Reigns saying he doesn't like Mexicans. Saying that he wants to purposely put someone through Carlos Cabrera and Marcelo Rodriguez's table because he doesn't like those people.
Jesus Christ. I didn't hear that because I'm hearing it through my TV. And I think that was the time where my parents are yelling about something. So
if you go back to it, like right when they're choosing tables, Roman points directly at Marcelo and says, "I don't like those guys. Let's put them through it."
So Roman Reigns is a racist and a Trump supporter.
Yes, we can tell who he voted for, obviously.
But yeah, James Ellsworth got thrown into a table.
Yes, James Ellsworth. To recap, Braun Strowman was about to get back in the ring, and James Ellsworth was under the ring holding his legs so he couldn't move, cost him the match, and then got thrown off the stage onto a table. Didn't get powerbombed, didn't
to complain.
Yes, wrestling wise, this is probably match of the night, but hype wise and making me just so happy has to be our next match on the list.
I see how long this match was, and all I have to say is, what happened? What happened?
So our main event was Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman in the corner. Now, I'm sure everyone's thinking, oh man, this is going to be a big, 20-minute just back and forth brawl.
With
just
blood, with Lesnar elbowing Goldberg in the face, making sure he's open.
Action fight and all that. But, so, do you mind saying how long this match went for?
1 minute and 26 seconds with Goldberg dominating Brock Lesnar, the man who defeated The Undertaker, the man who broke Triple H's arm and had a feud with John Cena. 1 minute and 26 seconds with Lesnar not putting up an offensive.
Yes, how many moves did Brock Lesnar hit?
Not even one.
And what was every single piece of offense in this match?
Spear, jackhammer, and I think pin.
Yep, that's it. Just 2 spears, 2 pretty good spears. Oh, I think we need to recap real quick on what happened to Shane McMahon.
Oh, he's dead.
Yes, he is dead. So Roman Reigns was in the corner. It was 2-on-4. It was Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns on Team Raw side, and Team SmackDown side was Shane McMahon, AJ Styles. It was Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. And Shane was in one corner getting ready for a coast-to-coast on Roman Reigns, who was in the other corner. So Shane McMahon jumps off the corner for a coast-to-coast, and Roman Reigns jumps up and Goldberg spears him directly down to the mat, to the point where Shane gets his shoulder up for the 2, but the doctors say he can't move.
Because
that's a good sign.
if you see Shane's head, it slams on the mat, and I think him kicking out was by instinct alone, not by him being conscious.
I'm pretty sure Shane is concussed, to say the least.
So you won't be seeing him on SmackDown Live.
He's probably going to be in, like, the neck brace that Vince had when he went to court.
No, he's in a comatose state, just like his mother.
He's in a wheelchair, just like Zack Ryder.
and
John Cena's going to kiss his wife.
Jesus Christ. But in all seriousness, let's just hope Shane McMahon wasn't seriously hurt, because, you know, wrestling is a sport. It's not a sport in the sense that it's real competition, but in the sense that it's sports entertainment. We all love it. Let's just hope our favorite guys don't get killed.
Right, and
let's bring in the seriousness.
Speaking of killed, does this kill Brock Lesnar's
credibility,
all the momentum that he had?
I think so, because I assume he's gonna be on Raw saying it was a fluke, he had a cold or something. But remember,
at least Heyman's gonna be saying that.
Yeah, but remember, there was a rumor going around saying that Goldberg tweaked his shoulder.
Yes.
And then we see that.
We see 2 spears and a jackhammer. I think his shoulder is fine.
I was really hoping for, like, Brock Lesnar just to go out and just kill Goldberg in an actual MMA style fight, because you know that Goldberg's getting his MMA training or whatever.
But do you know what this was?
A squash match.
This was WCW Goldberg.
Yes.
Not WWE Goldberg. Which is what fans always wanted. They always wanted, you know, the dominant Goldberg going out, just not taking no for an answer. Not the one that, you know, gets hit with a sledgehammer by Triple H in an Elimination Chamber match. They wanted Goldberg that just killed people, and he killed people. He killed Brock Lesnar, of all people.
He killed everyone's hopes and dreams right there.
And everyone's saying, oh, this is a one-time thing. We don't get Goldberg anymore. I don't think that they would just sign Goldberg to a one-match thing at Survivor Series. I feel like it's at least, 6 months to a year of them having him on and off, of course, but I feel like this isn't going to be the last we ever see of Goldberg.
Yeah, so all hoping maybe he has a spot in the Royal Rumble, or at least a rematch, but have it be a real match with Brock Lesnar.
You're saying this wasn't a real match?
I'm saying DDP versus Goldberg at Halloween Havoc was longer than this.
Well, yeah, because DDP's the dude.
Self high five. But realize the Royal Rumble's going to be in the Alamo Dome. And remember what the Alamo Dome is known for.
That one Royal Rumble they had about 20 years ago that had all the AAA guys?
Yes, and what did one of the AAA guys do?
Die because it was Perro Aguayo Jr.
Jesus Christ. No, I'm talking about Mil Mascaras.
Mil Mascaras? So Alberto Del Rio's gonna show up?
Maybe, I hope so. No, but what happened at that event was Mil Mascaras goes to the top rope and jumps out of the ring.
Eliminating himself because he's a stupid idiot.
Yes. So I'm just hoping that maybe they might bring back AAA guys, having a Pentagon Jr. show up and break somebody's arm. And
oh
they
my god, we gotta have Pentagon Jr. going up against Octagon Jr., aka Callisto.
and they like, hey, and they interact so well, saying like they know each other so well. People are like, what's happening? That don't know about that. Like it's like breaking kayfabe moment where it's like, oh, I know you. We used to be friends. We used to wrestle against you, and I'm dead. God damn it.
Is that how it's going to work?
Yes. But so yeah, quick Rumble predictions because or do you want to talk about the other wrestling events that happened this week?
Royal Rumble predictions. I mean,
Because it's Survivor Series. Next big four is going to be the Royal Rumble.
yeah, I feel like the big returns, because there's always two big returns.
Usually, yes.
I feel like it's going to be. Let's see. Ultimate Warrior's dead, so it can't be him.
Like that was ever an option?
Of course it would have been. Jeez.
Maybe Finn Balor?
I gotta think who like has been doing stuff. I'm going to say Scott Steiner in his Shoney's t-shirt.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm going to go with, let's see, not Ric Flair.
Ric Flair shows up, gets eliminated because he throws his jacket over the ropes.
I'm going to say Broken Matt Hardy.
Oh, so you're assuming TNA is gonna like die before then?
I'm going to say that they're going to be forced to get rid of the no compete clause.
Yeah, but
Because last time they did that was with Bubba Ray Dudley.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. But I highly doubt that WWE is gonna allow Broken Matt Hardy to compete at a Royal Rumble while being under contract with TNA.
I don't know. They let Bubba do it. They let Christian do it.
No, I think they're separating. Yeah, because by the time Bubba was at the Rumble, he was no longer associated with TNA.
But he had come back to TNA, I believe, the next week and then left.
Yeah, that was a pre-recorded thing like a month before the Rumble.
I guess we'll just have to see. Because, I mean, I feel like Broken Matt Hardy isn't going to stick around for too much longer, considering he's already doing, like, ICW, WCPW shows.
Yeah. So maybe.
Oh, what's Kurt Angle? Kurt Angle could be a good one.
Yeah, because of his whole return tour style thing, where he had matches with Joe Henry and I think the other guy at Fear and Loathing earlier, and like just hours ago, really.
Yes.
But realize ICW made history tonight by being the first non-WWE event to be held in the Hydro in over 30 years. And not only be held in the Hydro in Scotland, but actually being the first ever non-WWE event to have over 1,000 people there.
Yeah, can we go over that card?
Oh, great! Because I didn't see any of it, so we're just gonna go along with that.
All right, so we had Kurt Angle versus Joe Coffey.
That's the guy.
Who do you think is going to win that?
Since I know how the No, I don't want. What? Oh my god! I Google searched it and it just replaced ICW with Ice Swatter with Ice Fear and Loathing.
Oh, well then.
Okay.
So since we haven't watched it, we're going to say who we think is going to win, even though we can easily look up the spoilers.
I already have the spoils.
Well.
No, they don't have the spoils yet, even though the entire event just happened.
Okay, so if there's no spoils, then don't look. We're going to try and guess it.
All right, so first match of the night: Joe Henry versus Davey Blaze with Wee Man, not the Wee Man from Jackass.
Man, his old friends. Oh my god! If Joe Henry wins, he gets 5 minutes in the ring with Wee Man to beat him up. If Davey Blaze wins, Joe Henry leaves ICW for a full calendar year.
Jesus, I'm surprised that you actually know. Oh, you read the wiki, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm on Wikipedia that doesn't have any spoilers.
No, I see the spoilers.
Well, don't look at the spoilers.
I'm trying not to. I need
Then minimize it. I'll read it to you.
Jesus Christ.
So who do you think is going to win that between Joe Hendry and Davey Blaze with Wee Man?
Joe Hendry has to win because knowing the Joe Hendry character from ICW, he has to win. I mean, who doesn't love to watch Joe Hendry sing a song?
I feel like Davey is going to win that because I feel like he's got something he needs to do for a year, whether it's, WWE stuff or something else. But I feel like he's got something to do.
Yeah.
And
because
then we've got BT Gunn and Stevie Boy in a casket match.
that wasn't WWE sanctioned.
Do you know who any of those people are?
No. This is a terrible idea.
Well, I'm going to go with BT Gunn because I at least know who he is.
I don't. I see Stevie Boy, but I'm thinking of Stevie Richards, so I'm hoping Stevie Richards wins the match.
Oh, that'd be awesome. We've got Caramel versus Viper versus Kaylee Ray for the ICW Women's title. Triple.
Okay, the only woman I know there is Viper, and I've seen her wrestle in Stardom, so I hope she wins because she can take a hit.
Right. I'm going to go with Caramel because I feel like she's going to retain. She's had the belt for a while now.
Huh.
We've got a Stairway to Heaven match for the Zero G title. Lionheart, Andy Wilde, Zach Gibson, Leon Thompson, and two people that have not been named yet. I'm going with Lionheart because Lionheart's pretty cool.
I'm still confused of what an actual Stairway to Heaven match is. Is that like a ladder match?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ladder match.
I might go with Lionheart because it reminds us of Chris Jericho. My knowledge of European wrestling is very minimalistic.
Right.
Because-
Are you ready for this match?
All right.
So we have Team Dallas, which is Chris Renfrew, Grado, Shay Samuels, and DCT, versus Team Black Label, consisting of Jack Jester, Kid Fight, Drew Galloway, and Brahm, in an 8-man tag match for 100% control of ICW with Finn Balor as a special guest enforcer.
This is the only match I actually knew about. Because of the fact that Mick Foley is the commissioner of ICW.
Yes, he is.
So, I hope that Team Dallas wins because of the fact that they are all ICW originals. From what I know. And hopefully Grado gets the win because everybody knows that Grado is the greatest thing to happen to professional wrestling ever since.
Grado is the new age Colt Cabana.
Didn't him, Colt Cabana, and some Japanese wrestler make a movie?
Yes, they did.
We should watch that. We should review that movie.
Yeah, yes, we really should.
No, we have a movie name. We watch it. Like
okay,
we live stream. All right.
For the ICW Undisputed Tag Team belts, we have Polo Promotions, which is Jackie Polo and Mark Coffey versus the Dudley Boys.
What?
Yes, Jackie Polo and Mark Coffey versus Team 3D, Brother Ray and Brother Devon.
So the no compete clause that WWE has does not affect agents?
No, remember, they left. They just straight up left.
No, Devon still works for WWE as an agent.
Then I guess wrestler-wise is the only thing that works for it.
Huh. So, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just give the Team 3 another title.
Yeah, right? Make it the, 29-time champion?
They come back again and they say that, oh, we're the 29-time world champions. Even though, nobody truly...
Jeez, are you alright?
I hope so.
That sounded painful.
I think it did. Is that everything for that card?
No, we got two more.
Alright.
We've got the ICW World title, Wolfgang and Trent Seven Going with Wolfgang because I don't think they're going to take the belt off Wolfgang anytime soon.
Yeah. I'm agreeing.
And then our main event, we have the Iron Man Joe Coffey versus Kurt Angle.
Oh, you know what? Joe Coffey is going to win it.
You're going Joe Coffey?
Yes,
Wow.
because of the fact that at WCPW, refused to lose. He faced Minoru Suzuki and lost, but if Suzuki did not have his lackey El Desperado, then maybe he could have won.
So that's your.
Yeah, that's my pick. Just because of the
I like
fact.
how my friend just. I like how my friend just wrote after the Goldberg match. He just said, "At WWE, what are you doing?"
I mean, that's a legit question. What are they doing?
What are you doing?
But yeah, Joe Tifa.
Tifa from Final Fantasy.
Colt Cabana.
Colt Cabana. Yes, Colt Cabana will be Kurt. I'm going to go with Kurt Angle on this one because he's just too good.
Yeah.
And Joe Coffey is kind of lame.
The fact that I actually know how this match ends. Do you want me to spoil it for you?
Sure, let's go through all the spoilers now. See how we did.
All right then. I have the spoilers right here.
Wow, that was a quick pay-per-view. Let's see what we got.
All right. Joe Henry defeats Davey Blaze.
Oh, really?
Doesn't say how, but it just says he beats them.
Does it say what he did with Wee Man?
Nope.
I don't want to know.
I'm looking at the wiki right now, so it doesn't really tell me anything.
Makes a music video about Wee Man.
Kim Lee Ray defeats Carmel and Viper.
Wow, so we were both off.
I was really hoping Viper for the win, because Viper is the Scottish version of Nia Jax for me.
Yes, you are not wrong.
Stevie Boy beats BT Gunn.
I got that one wrong. Wow, I am not doing.
Jesus Christ.
That's Jason Bourne.
It just switched games again.
Again.
It's because I started playing Gloria Victis and I got bored with every other game I own, including that. Wait a second, Joe. Let me just get rid of everything that's coming up.
Joe Hendry.
Okay, Kenny Williams defeats Lionheart, Andy Wild, Zach.
Welcome, my liege.
Stan Reyes and Aaron Echo.
Who won that match?
What?
Who won that match?
Kenny Williams.
Kenny Williams.
Save us, Lordship. I don't
I
want to
don't remember who I
die.
picked.
What?
I don't remember who I picked.
I think you did pick Kenny Williams.
Oh, well, in that case, there we go.
All right. Next match, because this is the order that they actually appeared in. Joe Henry came in first. So, next match, Louis Gervans beats Ricochet in a singles match.
Ricochet lost?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, I like how all my save files got corrupted.
That's a good sign.
Damn it. I was really ahead in this game, too. You know what? Fuck it. We're just...
Wow. This is what happens Did everybody yell "You suck"?
Yes.
Sweet. That's
But
all that matters.
yeah. But at the end of the match, afterwards, Kurt Angle endorses Joe Coffey and says that their matches aren't over.
Oh wow.
So maybe you might get another match with that. Maybe.
We need a triple threat between Coffey, Hendry, and Angle.
So we're just gonna have a match that never ends then,
Yes.
as it should.
Fight forever. Clap, clap, clap. Yep. We've got Hangman Page and Yujiro Takahashi.
Okay, so you have that's the Block A Bullet Club team.
Yep. We got Bad Luck Fail and Bone Soldier.
Can we just say Yoshihashi, the jokes that they make about him?
So that's it for Block A and B. But yes, Yoshihashi goes through the ringer.
All right, so War Machine of Hansen and Rowe defeat Heron and the Young Line and Nakanishi. And what I like to say that match was impressive because that is their first official match in Japan.
Yeah.
So that is their debut to not only New Japan but the Japan itself. So and also they left a pretty good impression.
Yes, they did.
So like maybe they might be the Block A contenders.
They could be.
Yeah. Brian Breaker and Leland Race defeat Yujiro Takahashi and Hangman Page. That match I can personally say was lacking. There's something about that style that does not click, but you can easily tell that Yujiro Takahashi was trying to make it work because he is the only veteran in that team that's like knows Japanese wrestling so well.
Yeah.
So Tenkoji. I think I thought I just had a stroke, but Tenkoji versus God.
Versus God.
Gorillas of Destiny of Tonga and Roa. Maybe that might be the contenders for the A block too. So I'm calling it now. Tenkoji versus War Machine will be the end blocks for the block A and B. I mean for block A.
I'm looking back and thinking, geez, 2013 was a stacked year for the tag championships, tag league.
Yeah, so Joe, tell us what names were on that list for the people for 2013.
2013?
Yeah, just compare that to this year.
2013, we had the teams of Davey Boy Smith Jr., aka David Hart Smith, and Lance Archer.
The Killer Elite Squad.
Togi Makabe and Tomoaki Hanma.
That's my boys right there. Hanma Mania running wild up in this bitch.
Bad Luck Fale and Prince Devitt, aka Finn Balor for all you Americans.
Yeah, for those of you who do not know, Bullet Club was the creation of Finn Balor.
Yes, it was. Masato Tanaka and Yujiro Takahashi.
Jesus, Tanaka was there?
Yes, he was.
Did he have a chair and a messed up shoulder?
I'm sure he had the messed up shoulder.
Jesus, Tanaka. When will he ever let that thing heal?
Shinsuke Nakamura and Tomohiro Ishii.
Them's my boys right there.
Manabu Nakanishi and Strongman.
What?
Manabu Nakanishi and Strongman.
Who's Strongman?
It's
Jesus. So he had won at least 6 matches with that. I mean, 6, yeah. Because it's... Yeah?
And speaking of 6 points, another team that got 6 points was Minoru Suzuki and Sheldon X. Benjamin.
Jesus Christ. Suzuki. That's my guy right there. Oh,
Another team that got 6 points was La Sombra, also known as Cien Almas, and Tetsuya Naito.
For those of you who do not know, Tetsuya Naito did not invent Los Ingobernables de Japón. He was actually one of the founding members of Los Ingobernables in CMLL.
Yes, he was. And then we have Kazuchika Okada and Yoshihashi.
Of course.
And Takashi Iizuka and Toru Yano.
Oh, that's when Izukaya was still in Chaos.
Yep.
For those of you who do not know, Toru Yano and Izakaya were the joke team in every tournament that they were in, or any match that they were in. But Toru Yano was the serious wrestler in that one.
Man, it's weird looking back and thinking, like, even last year they had what was your team called? Bad Consequences? Something like that?
Lethal
Daniels and
Consequences?
Kazarian?
Oh, The Addiction.
Is that what they were called?
Yeah.
Daniels and Kazarian?
Yeah, that was, yeah, that's The Addiction.
Yeah, I remember, like, they were big in TNA, and then they went over to Japan for a while.
Yeah, they were working with, that was the Ring of Honor team, because Ring of Honor has been doing working the trade working thing that the work exchange thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So whenever there's a tournament, they have to have at least one Ring of Honor spot. So last year's was The Addiction, and this year is War Machine.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing with the World Tag League is it's not as intense as the G1 Climax is, but you still wrestle every day.
Yep. Let's see. I'm going to go with my top for Block A. I'm going to go with I'm going Hiroyoshi Tenzan and Satoshi.
You're going with Tenkoji then.
Yep. And I'm going to go with Billy Gunn and Yoshitatsu.
Apparently,
Just-
when I woke up to watch that event, I missed their match by like a second.
Just because Yoshitatsu needs to redeem himself for almost breaking his neck with the Styles Clash.
Oh, and the fourth match of the first day of the World Tag League, Tetsuya Naito and his mysterious partner, which turned out to be Rush, one of the founding members of Los Ingobernables and CMLL, defeating Hiroshi Tanahashi and Juice Robinson.
Rush of all people.
Yeah. Ah, Jesus Christ, my phone fell.
Well, there that goes. But yeah, I think it's 2 points for every win, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 points for every win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss.
Yeah.
So yeah, Conway won 3 matches that year then.
Rob Conway, man.
Realize he used to be a French sympathizer, then became an American.
Just look at me.
That was his entire gimmick in Japan while working for the NWA.
I sent him a tweet one time of the street in Baltimore called Conway Street, but he never responded. So Rob Conway, if you're listening to this, you owe me a tweet.
Also, he loves you.
You too, Stone Cold. You better unblock me. Then
The
it'd be
fact
cool.
that Stone Cold blocked you is still
I
kind of
never
fun.
tweeted a single word at Mr. Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I am blocked. I don't understand why. I don't understand how. But I think he owes me an unblock and an apology, and then he will be he'll start to make my top 10 lists.
Jesus Christ, man.
Until then, I'll just keep replacing him with The Rock. I'm sure he'll love that.
But just a reminder, kids, G1 is the greatest wrestling tournament in the world.
Yes. Wasn't G1 the no, that was Super Juniors, I believe. The Ricochet. Will
Yeah, that
Ospreay.
was the best of the Super Juniors.
That's what Super Juniors was. That's right.
Okay, for the second night of the tag league, Sanada and Evil versus Katsura Shibata and Yuji Nagata. And Sanada wins with a skull end to Nagata.
Oh.
So, and the story behind this match is Evil beat Shibata for the Never Openweight title. And then he lost it 10 days later in Singapore.
In Singapore.
Because New Japan does their yearly tour. They do a tour at least once in Singapore and the Philippines. So that's where he lost the title, and I think that they're trying to make that into a storyline for maybe Wrestle Kingdom this year.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm happy again. Togi Makabe and Tomoaki Honma versus Kazuchika Okada and Yoshihashi. And Makabe beats Yoshihashi with a King Kong knee drop.
Oh, there you go.
And remember, Makabe and Honma are the defending World Tag League champions. So, let's just hope that they actually make it to the finals this year again. Because I'm hoping that first sight of the B block, and apparently night 3 was tonight. Was this morning.
Tonight is the night. Get loud. Tonight is the night.
I'm disappointed in you, Joe.
What? It was. It's the old Raw music, right? Is it still the same music, or did it change?
It did change. But yeah, World Tag League. It's still a thing.
And it's a pretty good thing. It's good, even though there's no Anderson and Gallows.
You don't need an Anderson or Gallows for the World Tag League. You got Honma and Makabe. That's all I need.
You got Billy Gunn and Yoshitatsu.
Okay, what else do we have?
Now like 55 years old.
I think so.
Yoshitatsu So, we just got a comment saying, Survivor Series was solid. Brock match was upsetting, but I learned from it. It was a shocked build-up match for a rematch. Makes sense, I guess.
Maybe, but at the same time, I'm still kind of upset about that.
I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, it was funny, but at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck?
It was a Goldberg match. It was a straight-up WCW Goldberg match, and that was the best.
So it's a WCW Goldberg match, so he just kills people.
So the only way for Brock Lesnar to win is to get a taser with Scott Hall.
And just kill him.
Just kill him, yeah.
Or pull, what was it? Or pull a, what was it? Pull a Kurt Angle and just tranquilize him.
Oh my god.
I was rewatching No Mercy, and that entire thing happened.
I think my favorite thing that had to do with that was when they did it with JBL. And it was like the SmackDown after. And JBL got shot with a tranquilizer gun, and he's sitting there fighting a giant inflatable dinosaur. Like, I ain't scared of you. You're like the Big Show. You're a dinosaur named Barney, and you eat pizza. It's just, and he like took his pants off in front of Orlando Jordan.
I think I know why Orlando Jordan became what he was in TNA. Because realize his entire gimmick was a creepy bisexual lover.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure it still is.
I don't even think he wrestles anymore.
I'm sure he wrestles somewhere. Like, I'm sure he's wrestling at like the flea market in Laurel.
I'm surprised that there isn't a wrestling promotion that does that yet.
There's no wrestling promotion like at a flea market?
No, like that does a show at the flea market in Laurel.
I'm sure that it would be successful.
Because people go there. People will watch.
People do go there. If you build it, people will come.
We should go up to the Dynamite. We should go up to like the 302 Promotions gym up in Felton and just say, hey, you should do some shows in Laurel at the flea market.
But the thing about it, though, there's not really any area to go there where like you could take tickets for it, so it would just be a free show.
Yeah, but you can do that for like the new wrestlers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so like that's a way they can get exposure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that'd be cool. Just go to a free wrestling show down there.
Or we could be at that show wrestling.
Exactly.
And
I'm talking about a fan standpoint though, because the fans are what has to be there. If they do it and no one shows up, then what's the point?
The views.
What if there's no views?
Because people are gonna walk around and people are gonna see that, so they're gonna get curious about it.
Yeah.
Because when's the likelihood that you're gonna be at a flea market and you see a wrestling show?
Right.
So people will be like invested into it and interested in it.
I think I know exactly what I want my thing to be for wrestling.
What?
I want to be your grandmother's favorite wrestler.
Jesus Christ. So that's
not just everyone's grandmother's favorite wrestler.
So that's your gimmick.
Yes, your grandma's favorite wrestler. Ground Zero.
Is that gonna be 9? It's just gonna do like 9/11 references then. Hello.
What was that?
So you're just gonna do 9/11 references?
I'm just gonna say we're bringing the house down.
And you just play like the ISIS themes. You know what's weird? I was watching the History Channel one day, and they were playing like a documentary about that.
You know what's weird? I was watching the History Channel the other day, and they had a thing on Muhammad Hassan.
Muhammad what?
Muhammad Hassan.
Really? They showed him?
No.
Aw.
But they should.
Like that should be a thing they should be saying. Like, hey, there was a wrestler.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, watch how Islamophobia was shown firsthand. Meet Mark Capelli, an Italian wrestler who was betraying Muhammad Hassan, an Arabic gentleman. But watch as even though he connects with the fans on a deep level, they still boo him.
Wasn't he?
That could be a documentary.
Just a quick reminder that Muhammad Hassan's entire character was a Islamic sympathizer because he was a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, like he came from Islamic background. It's like every day you people all make fun of me and hate me and say racist things to me, and they're like, "Yeah, you deserve it."
Like, what did he do to you? Did he blow up your
Yeah, well-
buildings?
He was basically Kerwin White, but people still